Hey friends, Michael Warren here from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play So Happy Together on guitar by the Turtles. This is an awesome song for beginner players to practice some easy open chords and a couple of bar chords. Now the verses can be a little tricky, but if you take your time you'll get it. Now with this song we'll be using the capo on the 2nd fret. I find if you don't use a capo, it makes the verses too hard to play. Now I'll start by showing you all the chords in the song and how to play them. So if you already know these chords, jump ahead to this time. If not, I'll break each one down for you. Don't forget, if you like this lesson, to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Songs and lessons uploaded weekly. If you're having any problems with the song, leave a comment and let me know how you go with this one, especially those verses. It can be a little bit tricky. So let's get into it. Let's start with the chords. Now when I show you the chords, because the capo's on the 2nd fret, whenever I say open string, that means the 2nd fret because that's where our capo is there. So the chords we're using are just a standard E chord. So we have the open E string. We're going to have the 4th fret on the A and the D, 3rd fret on the G, open B and open E, and that's our standard E chord. We're going to have a B minor bar chord, so we're going to be barring the 4th fret. So we have the 4th fret on the A string, the 6th fret on the D and the G, the 5th fret on the B and the 4th fret on the E string there, and that's our B minor. Now with this G chord, it doesn't sound like he's using his 2 fingers on the bottom B and E string. So we're going to have the 5th fret just on the E string for this one. It'll be open B string. So we'll have the 5th fret on the E, 4th fret on the A, open D and G, open B, and just the 5th fret on the E string there. And that's our G chord. We're also going to have an E minor, so open E string, 4th fret on the A and the D, open G, B and E. Now we're also going to have a B7 chord there, so we're going to have a B minor and a B7. So this time will be 4th fret on the A string, 6th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, 6 on the B, and 4th on the E, and that's our B7 there. Now for the verses, you can just strum the chords if you want to, if you're finding this little pattern a little bit too hard. And the chords there are just E, we have a standard D chord, so we're going to have open D string. We'll have the 4th fret on the G, 5th on the B and 4th on the E. And we have a C chord as well there. So we're going to have 5th fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D, open G, 3rd fret on the B and open E. And we'll also be using that B7. So you can just strum the chords in the verse if you want to, if you're finding that little fill too hard. So let's get into it now. Now in our choruses we're going to be using a strumming pattern, or if you're using the strumming pattern in the verses, just a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we're on our E, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's the strumming pattern we use for the whole song. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's one bar. So let me play this intro for you, then we'll break it down. And that's our intro there. We're going to do that 2 times. So we're going to start with the 4th fret on the A and the D. Then we're going to have the 5th fret on the E, and we're going to play the open B string. Then just go back a fret, 4th fret on the E, open B, and then open E and B. So slowly. And up to speed. Now you can pick these if you want. I find it sounds a little bit more like the song if we're doing sort of picking with our fingers. So I'm just using my 2nd finger on the B string and my 3rd finger on the E string. And just picking and stopping. And then we do the 4th fret on the A and the D again. We play the open B and E. And then we have the 6th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B, and then back to the open B and E again, so that last little part. play that intro slowly for you, and we just do that 2 times. And let me do that up to speed for you. We do that 2 times, and that's our intro. Then from there we go into our verse, and it just does that again. And if you're strumming along, you can just strum on the E chord for a bar. So again. Then we go to the D chord here, and we're going to play the open A string, open D string. We're going to play the 4th fret on the E, 5th fret on the B, open B and E, and then the 5th fret on the B, 4th fret on the G string there. So we're just doing the D chord, and then we do the A and D again, open, and then we do that backwards. 4 on the B, sorry, 4 on the G, 5 on the B, open B and E, 4 on the E, 5 on the B. So let me do that slowly for you. And up to speed. And then from there we go to the C. So again, if you're strumming along, it's just E for a bar, D for a bar, C for a bar, and the B7 for a bar. So we're going to play the open A string again, 5th fret on the A string. Then we're going to play the 2nd fret, or open E, 3rd fret on the B, and then open G, 5th fret on the B, and then back to the 3rd fret and 2nd fret B and E. So, and then just do that again. And then the last chord, we're going to play the 2nd fret on the A and then the 4th fret. So, and this is our B7. Now you don't have to play the whole chord here because we're only playing the B and the G string. So 6 on the B, 4 on the G, and then 4 on the B and the G, and then back to 6 on the B, 4 on the G. So, and do that again. And that's our verse. Let me play that slowly for you, then we'll do it up to speed because there's lots of little things going on there. So slowly first. The D, the C, and the B7. And it just does that 2 times. Let me play that once through for you, up to speed. It just plays that through twice, and that's our first verse. Then from there we're just going into our chorus, and it's E for a bar with our strumming pattern, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. B minor for a bar, E for a bar, and G for a bar. And we just do that 2 times. We play that up to speed for you. E for a bar, B minor, E, G, B minor, A, and G. And that's our chorus. From there we go back to our verse and we just play it all through once. We do our chorus again, and then we do our verse again, and we just play it through once. From there we have our bridge. We just play our E for a bar, B minor for a bar, E for a bar, G for a bar, E for a bar, B minor for a bar, E for a bar, and this time we do B minor for 2 bars. And that's our bridge, so let me play that for you up to speed. B minor, E, and our B minor 2 bars. And that's our bridge. From there we do the first half of the verse up until the B7, so we play the E, the D, the C. So from that C we start our strumming, and we're just going to do the B7 for a bar and then E minor for a bar, and we're going to do that 7 times for our outro. So we're not doing the arpeggio picking for that last B7, we're starting the strumming. But we're just doing 1 strum on each count, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want to stop it after each strum, so you can just lift your fingers up. So we're like pumping the chord. And then E minor, we do the same for a bar. And we do that for the first 4 bars, so, sorry, the first 8 bars. We're doing that 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and again. To build up so you can get louder there, and then for the last 3 bars we're just doing our strumming pattern. Do that 3 times. The last one we just finish on the E minor and hold that there. So let me do the last bar of that pumping into the strumming. So 3 times. And the last bar, I should say last part, not last bar there. And that's the whole song. So there's a few tricky parts in that, mainly the verse, trying to get all that finger picking going there. Remember, if you're just playing it, you can just play the E for a bar, D for a bar, C for a bar, and the B7 for a bar, and you can just do the same strumming pattern. So the verses would be. And you can do that instead of all the arpeggio picking. I find once you do the arpeggio picking, it sounds just like the song and you can recognise it straight away. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.